This podcast is rated M.
What do you expect? It's the M-Balm Effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the M-Balm Effect, number 261. I know, isn't it crazy already? It's 261. I'm your host, the M-Balm, here live in studio, in the TME studio. As usual, I don't think we do it anywhere else unless we want to do it somewhere, maybe in a public bathroom. It could happen. I don't know. But Andrea's with me, and she's up in here doing getting ready for a show.
Hell yeah.
Andrea and M-Balm doing the show. Austin was, we can dive into that, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
Austin, unfortunately, has, as we know, he's been going through some stuff and some things and, some personal stuff. He's mentioned a couple of things on the show. Other things are happening with him. I will let him divulge into that if he'd like to, should he choose so.
Yeah.
But, he called me today, kept me updated on some of the things that he's got going on. And, he asked me, he's like, is it okay if I stay home? I'm like, dude, and I told him this earlier in the week. I said, take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing here.
Yeah.
It's not important to come in here if you're not feeling well. And, it's not like he's got a cold or anything. It's something else going on. And, like I said, if he wants to talk more about it, but, I just told him, I said, your health is more important right now, and to get yourself better, that's key. It's the show. We can catch up next time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Rather
I'm like,
you'd be there for the future.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like if you got something going on like that, it's like even work. You got to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. I know how it is. I was hospitalized last year. It was not fun. Not good. Nobody wants that.
No,
Nobody
sucks.
wants it.
Fucking sucks.
It does suck. It's not good. As somebody's revving their engine and speeding on down the road.
Oh my God. So I just wanted to say that on my way here, this other road that crosses with yours, there was an individual walking in black pants and like a navy blue jacket.
Okay.
And he had a flashlight. I think it was a dude though. They had a flashlight. So from the direction that I was coming, you could see him. But when I glanced my rear view, if you're not paying close attention, you might not notice him coming from the other direction.
Yeah.
And of course, as I rounded the bend, some shithead was going way over the speed limit. So I tried to flash at him to maybe make him think that a cop was around the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if they noticed it though, but man, you got to be careful. People, they're fucking hitting pedestrians left and right these days.
Yeah, I just mentioned that last week on 104. There was a pedestrian struck.
Yeah.
And tragically killed because,
Sad.
it's kind of what happens when you walk into the middle of an expressway. There was another terrible crash that happened earlier today. I saw the picture. It was like a silver pickup truck. The whole front end was smashed in. Mm-hmm. And they said there was a fatality there, too, of a casualty.
Was it somewhere on I-90? A whole chunk of cars.
Chunk?
Yeah, not just one. It was in the picture there was 6 or 7 cars. They had
6, 7.
Yeah.
Everybody does that these days.
No.
I talked about it last week.
I know you talked about it last week. I had a little PTSD because preteen boys often resorted to that route when they didn't know how to compute being scared shitless at the haunt. We got a lot of 6-7.
Of course.
A lot of it.
Right now, it's not 6-7?
What?
right now, the Bills versus the Broncos in real time right now. Broncos are winning by 20-10. So 10 points right now. Can the Bills and Josh Allen pull their head out of their ass and get it done this year? We'll see.
Listen, I don't even like football, but I have a special hatred for the Broncos because of somebody I know loving them so much.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for the Bills tonight. Plus, like I said, Dylan might go to bed early if they don't pull through.
If they don't pull through, he's going to bed early, he's had enough.
He will have had enough of the day, and he will be going to bed early.
I will, if I see the score change on here and it says final and the Denver Broncos win, I might just pick up and leave, and then you can shut down. Okay, is that okay?
I'll give it a go, but
I'll go to bed too because I'm not dealing with
They
that.
might just be staring at a dead room.
Dead air.
I'll just be like, "All right, guys, bye," and
Bye.
then I'll just go out the door because I really don't know what else.
And it'll be streaming for the whole night. I actually thought that was kind of happening when I got drunk at the Keister Extravaganza. I forgot that I even signed off.
So you weren't sure if it was just down there, just like filming the dead basement with.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I didn't remember.
Joyce might have did a little ditty, little jig, little dancing.
A little ditty. Got the baby oil. Is that what you said? A little ditty.
Back in the olden days, like a little ditty was like a song, but now it's molestation and shit.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we called it vapping. Now these little bastards call it goonin'.
Yeah. They're goons.
They're goons.
They're fucking goons.
Bunch of jack-offs.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of shit going on. Obviously, New York State's got a lot going on too. Like we saw Kathy Hochul with the State of the State. I think that's just it's a typical political pandering. It's election year. We see it no matter what kind of election it is, and you just wonder to yourself, does it ever end? Will we ever get somebody serious enough in there, Larry Sharp? And no more Republicans, no more Democrats. Put somebody in there that actually cares about the people and wants to make a change, Larry Sharp. I'm not going to throw any names out there. I'm not going to be the guy that throws any names out there because we're not,
we're not affiliated.
We're not affiliated officially
or
anything like that. We're not. What do you call it? Sponsored or anything, Larry Sharp.
We definitely aren't. Too bad.
Yeah. I just, hey, look, we already knew that Elise Stefanik, is that what her name? Stefanik. She tapped out faster than John Cena did in his retire match. And we kind of saw that coming.
I'm sick of the tapping out.
Well, we're going to tap out because I already know the outcome, and it's sad. Larry Sharp should win. But I didn't say that. It was AI, of course, Actually, I did say that. Maybe you saw it. I don't know. Maybe you heard. But, not affiliated or, sponsored anyway. But, I think that New York needs something refreshing, And I think we need somebody other than who we have in there now, or somebody that's going to go get hookers, or somebody who can't read because they're legally blind. Somebody that is in there.
Or just going to blindly follow some above order that's loony bins right now. Because we don't need that either.
No.
On any facet.
I don't like talking politics, but when it comes to local politics, it really, really hurts us because we feel the pain. We feel it in our pockets. Look at this RG&E thing. They come begging and pleading to New York State that can we raise the rates yet again? And of course, New York State, as they always do, they just let them get away with it.
See, this is literally the only good thing about the complex I am staying in right now is that I don't have to directly deal with that bullshit.
Yeah.
But I know the minute I become a homeowner, I will.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking forward to it. I can tell you that. And it's fucking ridiculous because how much more could you possibly need unless you're trying to pay your employees more? And I don't mean the top few that don't do anything other than fucking put on a suit. I'm talking about the ones that are in the vehicles doing repairs, stopping at places, doing the actual fucking work.
Yeah.
And that's not what's happening.
Yeah.
They're just pocketing more cash.
It's all they're doing. It's it's like all this other stuff that's going on. Like I know that, AI and all that is a huge thing. And right now she said something along the lines of, she wants to do something with AI and facial recognition. And she also wants to make sure that, young people aren't gambling on these sites. That's a huge thing. Because right now, I think, look, all I got to say is this. There are so many things right now that are happening within this state, within our hometown. And this is what you're worried about. If somebody's 18 years old, okay, and they can legally gamble, they can legally go across overseas and get shot at and shoot people. And they can, drive a car. They can't smoke anymore because that's 21.
They can do life.
Yes.
They can,
Yeah, they can be charged as an adult. Look, I don't care. Here's the thing. If they're 18 years old and they can do all these things, let them make the decision to gamble. If they want to fucking piss away their money, then so be it. It's no different. And how about this? If you don't think 18 is an appropriate age to do anything like that, then get rid of everything and put it to 21 then. That's what they have already done. If you ask me, make it fucking 25. There's people out there that still act like they're 12 when they're fucking 21. I'm telling you.
I know.
It's nuts.
Yes, seriously. There's a reason why car insurance companies have decided that the age is a little bit different than the drinking age.
Yeah.
And that's because they know deep down that shit doesn't stop going wrong until you're in your late 20s.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think we can all remember when we were 21 and,
oh my God, I did so much stupid shit before age 25. So much fucking stupid shit.
Well, Kat and I were talking about this in the car, and we were talking about just this because I already had it on the forefront of my mind to do this on the show. And she's like, because I was like, why don't they just do it to 21? And I was thinking it. I was like, why not do it to 25? Because at this point, I think that's like a good sweet spot, especially, everything just mature-wise.
You've at least learned a couple of good lessons by then.
Yeah. And then, like, Kat comes out with it's like, fuck it, make it 25. I'm like, get the fuck out of my head. That was in my head before you said it.
Seriously, though. So whenever anybody says that whole thing, like, if you could go back and change things, any life lesson that I wish I could go back and reteach myself, I fucked up by the age of 25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was already solidified and ruined by 25. And so if I learned this information before then and believed it and wasn't fucking cocky, because that's the other thing is sometimes I feel like within that age area, they think they know best.
Oh, yeah. I think the turning point in my life was definitely 25, 26, and then it really started to pick up at 30, and now it's progressed since then, kind of understanding how things work, how life really is, and how the world really fucks everybody, especially the 1% of the 1%, who, and I always laugh when I hear somebody who's a millionaire say, well, look at all the billionaires, they're helping their friends. You're not anywhere near what we are, okay? Because you can sit there and try to make out like you can, relate to somebody. Like, say for instance, somebody makes $40,000 a year. How can somebody who's got, $1 to $2.8 million in net worth relate to somebody like that? They can't.
Not even a smidge.
And I remember last Easter when our governor, friend of the show, Kathy Hochul, said that she couldn't afford eggs, just like everybody else, even though her and her husband combined make $1.8 million a year. And I'm like, you can afford eggs. Yeah. You can afford them. And it's just like all these politicians, they really try to reel you in. But it just, to me, it's like we are so beaten and battered. Why do we keep falling for it? Is it really Stockholm Syndrome at this point?
I feel like it is with a lot of people.
I will be honest with you, though. As I scroll through the social medias on the interwebs, I'm noticing people starting to change their tune. Because you have people that were once right-wingers starting to get back to middle. And you have people that are like far left starting to do this in the middle and saying, well, both parties have done nothing for anybody and they fucking both suck. And I'm like, yeah, finally, you're starting to get it. Now, here's what I suggest. How about when because they love to shove away anybody that's independent, libertarian, anybody that's outside of those two big parties. They love to shove them away. And then how about this? The next election, nobody votes at all. There's your answer. We don't like your choices. Give us something that's worthwhile that we can make a vote on. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's always There's always people who fuck it up for everybody.
Everybody. There could be one.
Because we could, you're right? It'll just be one dude who goes in and is like,
Yep. Yeah.
And then they vote, and you
And
know what I
then
mean.
you're
And then
stuck
you're
with
like,
the same old song and dance.
Yeah.
And then we're back to it again.
Yeah.
And then the grocery stores will all have AI facial recognition technology. And then you'll be getting all kinds of emails and phone calls because the black market on the dark webs has all your information.
Oh yeah.
Sold to Somalian pirates. And now you find yourself hogtied in a pirate ship with the Somalians.
Yep.
I know it's funny because you haven't even heard about Somalia or any of this stuff. And all of a sudden now it's like a huge thing because of this whole Minnesota scandal they found with the child care and all that good stuff. And funny enough, isn't it kind of ironic that, Kathy Hochul now is doing this universal child care? And I'm like, didn't we just see this in the news in another state? And now you want to do this here. Like, I'm all for it. I'm like, hey, you know what? If people should be able to go to work and not have to spend another mortgage or car payment to have somebody watch their child.
Yeah.
I get it. But what's going on in the background? That's always my question. Like, there's always a catch. Always a catch. Every time when they make these decisions. Hey, everything looks good on paper. But realistically, what is going to happen? That's the question I always have. So, when it comes to that, I mean, there's always some type of money laundering scheme that's going on in the background.
Well, because somebody's got to be greedy in the group. You can't.
Yeah.
Somebody's always double, triple dippling.
Dippling and nippling.
Yep.
Dippling and nippling, and it's not good. Justin says the thing that sucks is everyone in politics seem old. They are. Out of touch, 100%, and easily bought. 100% on that one, too. Yep. I have no faith in our government anymore, especially with the whole Epstein debacle. Yeah, remember when it was? Remember when he said day one? Yeah. I can't do a good.
I know
he does a good job
Dylan
of it.
Was here, he
yes,
could do it for you.
He does a good. I wish he was here to do it for me, but he said day one, and here we are on day. Well, we're past the year, past the 365, and.
I saw somebody joke that Greenland should just change their name to Epstein Island.
Yes, why not?
Maybe then he'll acknowledge it or he won't. I don't know. That's the part that's getting old. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I and it has nothing to do with political. I thought he was a douchebag way back, like. So I've never been a Vince McMahon fan.
Me neither.
But I wanted Donald Trump's head to get shaved during that.
Remember that whole
match.
thing?
Way back then. So nobody can say that I'm like a fresh hater.
No.
Like I've been hating that man's coif, that fucking shitty ass coif on the top of his head. I've been hating it ever since I've known he existed.
Yeah, I was never a fan of his or Bill Gates. Just anybody that's got all this money and like tries to like influence and persuade people in one direction or the other. I'm just like,
oh my God, when they insert themselves into shit to try to look cool, and
you're
like, all you did was make everybody else look like shit this episode.
Yeah.
Like, the whole time I was like, why the fuck are we watching this? Like, let's, you know what I mean? Like, unless Donald Trump is shaving his head, why the fuck is he on the show right now? And instead, it's because they wanted to do it. And I was like, I don't care if Vince McMahon gets his head shaved. You could have did that without Donald included.
Carly says, shitty ass quaff has me dying. Yeah, I mean,
it
just makes you wonder. Like, every day I think to myself, so even before 2020, it started to kind of slowly progress that we were living in a South Park episode. Oh my God. We are literally living in a South Park episode.
Every day I'm like, when people are like, what's so dangerous about AI? That it's coming out at the same time as this man. Mm-hmm. Because you don't know what's real or fake anymore, because between the shit that comes out of him on a daily basis and AI, everything seems like it's unbelievable. And then you're like, no, actually that's real. And you're like, there's a video of a little kid crying because like his dad keeps trying to explain to him that Trump is a real person. And the kid is just crying. He's like, no, he's not. Like, it's like supposed to be just some character. You know what I mean? And you're like, well,
Have you seen these? Have you seen these AI videos of JD Vance, the meme? The memes that's Just Dance Vans.
Nah,
No?
I don't pay much. The only person that really chaps my ass. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan of Trump because I've always thought he was a doucher. But the only person that really pisses me off is the one that you can imitate.
Which one?
You know who I'm talking about. And that kid who fucking who does all kinds of videos pretending to be him.
You mean Cheryl? Is that what you're talking about, Andrea? Did you have your daily dose of the blue 40? Not the red 40. We're focused on the blue 40. Please, bear with me as I speak to you about Tylenol and how autism is sparked from a pain medicine.
He is just so self-hating that he can't admit that he fits into 80% of the categories he's picking on.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me wonder, like...
That's what
I think
happens
he's got
when
it.
cousins sleep together.
He's
I'm
got
sorry.
it. He's got the tism.
Oh my God, 150 fucking percent.
Yeah, he's got
He
it.
is definitely a self-loathing motherfucker.
I mean...
He is self-loathing.
If you think about it, like, there's always characteristics that I like pick up on, like in certain things, and I'm like wondering to myself, are we all on the spectrum at some point? Like, do we have a little touch of something? You know?
Probably. Everybody.
At this point.
Carly says not the Tylenol. I don't want to take the Tylenol. Watch me lift up a bottle of Tylenol and throw it in the toilet. Now the toilet has autism.
I mean, it's possible that a toilet could get autism.
Yeah, well, sometimes when you try to flush it and it doesn't want to, that's just executive dysfunction going on right in front of you.
You know, speaking of toilets, I was at Burn Dairy yesterday.
Oh,
You know,
God.
I was like, well, you know, I drink a lot of water. I mean, I carry this thing a lot, you know.
I thought you were going to say something about ice cream.
No, I drink a lot of water, so I'm like, I better stop at the Burn Dairy and use the little girls' room
Facilities.
before I head out to another jaunt 45 minutes away. And so I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and, you know, the women's bathroom in and out, there's a couple people coming in and out, and then the door opens, and this little old lady comes out of the men's bathroom, because it's a woman's bathroom on the left-hand side and a men's bathroom on the straight-hand side, whatever. And this little old lady comes out, and as soon as she opens the door and I see this, I already knew that I was walking into ground zero. And I knew that this was the biggest mistake of my life. I should have just waited it out and took the risk to drive the 45 minutes and find a bathroom there.
So are we saying that that she let something go from ancient times?
I saw it splattered on the backhand of the toilet, Andrea, and I said to myself, this is the fucking day that I chose to come here when this happens. This would be my luck. And then I realized that I made a huge mistake, a great miscalculation. And I should have just risked going 45 minutes away and just, you know, playing a game of chicken with your bladder, you know? I mean, you either risk walking into a situation like that or you risk pissing your pants. And sometimes, unlike some people that want to go to a Taco Bell drive-through here in Rochester, New York, and exit the vehicle and take a leak, you know, car side where people can not only see but record you and put you on the internet, you could just piss your pants in the privacy of your own car.
Nah. See, you got to have a smart bestie like mine.
What's that?
Mine is a crop dusting bitch. Stacy will crop dust the fucking shit out of you. I've accused other people, and then she's admitted it was her.
Yeah.
But a couple of years ago, she gave us traveling fart spray. Like, you can, you know what I mean? Like, this is, you spray this, and then it turns it into, you know, poop lavender instead of just poop.
Not sponsored in any way, but...
Yeah, but you just, you know, you just need, I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean? You just, you know. So the little old lady, that's what she needed to drop her deuce and then do a little squirtsy squirts and...
Oh, she did a little squirtsy squirts, Andrea.
So a little squirtsy squirts in the in the bowl, and then
she did.
and then a squirt in the air around the bowl of the spray.
Well, if she did that, it would end up on the ceiling and on the wall, and burn dairy employees would quit, and they'd have a problem finding employment. Poopery is the name of this. Before you go, toilet spray. It's a nice lavender vanilla, and we could spray it and give it a little review. Why not? Oh wow, it's a lot.
Well, because it's supposed to cover the shit smell. If it can.
It's got a nice. It's got some. I sense the notes of vanilla. I like the notes, and I can imagine what it would smell like if you got some shit in there. Yeah, especially that old lady shit. Yeah. And I think this would be a very delicious smell to walk in on if you walked into the bathroom at Burned Dairy after that ungodly attack.
You'd
on the
smell
toilet.
that and immediately be like, I need an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. Yeah, as a matter of fact,
let's go get an ice cream sandwich.
You would get the ice cream sandwich before you walk into the bathroom and enjoy the sandwich in the bathroom on the toilet.
Just in and out. All at once. Everything just voiding everything. Does that cut the calories down when you do it that way?
Probably.
When you're just like, So
well, it's a workout.
You're fast tracking it.
What's RFK Jr. sound like on the toilet?
Cheryl, I need a toilet roll. I need a roll of toilet paper now. This is code red. Oh shit. Now it's code brown. Cheryl, I did not make it to the bathroom on time.
I just want to punch him in the face. Oh my God. I just want to. Everything that comes out of his mouth, I'm like, why are you in charge of anything? I know that's what makes me so
South
mad
Park
is
episode.
He knows. Everybody knows. That man.
The South Park episode. We're living in it.
It is. It's fucking.
It's true. I don't know. I just at this point
you can't call it the American dream anymore when other countries are like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's the American nightmare.
Because we have
Cody Rhodes.
A dude who can't clear his throat in charge of our health, and I'm scared.
Has somebody given this man, at least attempted to give this man a throat lozenge? I'm wondering. Has anybody suggested, hey, have you taken a throat lozenge?
The worm? Is the worm stuck in there?
I think so. I think it is.
The brain worm moved to his throat.
Yeah.
It's
happening.
It's letting what words it feels like through.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening like the fappening.
Yeah. So I feel this is more like did you see Men in Black back in the day? Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen this movie yet, and it's fucking, when did it release? Like 96, 97? Yeah. That's your fucking problem.
Yeah,
I don't tell you. Hey, listen, it's going on. It is. It's like 30 years now. You need to just open up and just listen, because if you haven't watched it then, you're never going to watch it, so just listen.
Well, so you know how the alien bug thing, like, full on wears the dude as a and he's like walking around. That's him.
Yeah,
that's fucking.
That's him.
We're our fucking
the lizard people.
The head of our health is a cockroach in a man meat suit.
It's lizard people, most definitely. I used to work with
like, let me pick a Kennedy. That'll make them all feel safe.
Yeah. Well, I used to work with a guy who actually believed in the lizard people. And, back then you're like, this guy's nuts. But now you start wondering, is he onto something? He might be onto something now. The lizard people. They're out there tonguing each other, doing weird shit, and making choices for us.
When he's walking up the road trying to get to where, and you know what I mean? And he's like trying to figure the body out. That's fucking, what's his face?
Yeah.
To a T. All the time. Even like petting puppies and stuff. Any video I've seen, I'm like, is that AI? I seriously think it's
AI. It's got to be AI.
He's all AI.
So, it is. It's got to be AI, because Kathy Hochul wants AI to watch your kids' eyeballs. And it's kind of like with the gambling thing. Again, I'll go back to that. Is it
really going to be that accurate, though? Because
I don't think so.
Like I said, I work with AI, and I can tell you right now, I've been training it for 3 years, and it still fucking can't figure shit out. So why would I believe that it's going to properly read my eyeball from a criminal's?
Yeah. I mean, she's so focused and hell-bent on this gambling thing with the kids. They're not even kids. They're like young adults.
She's better off doing it with vaping or one of the other things that, it's so fucking stupid.
And then she wants to make
drug
things,
use.
She wants to make things affordable here. Well, I kind of find that hard to believe because wouldn't we have things affordable now? Things are very expensive in this state.
But what's the plan to make it
right
that way?
That's
what I'd like to know.
That's that's what we're gonna have
I'll
to
take it.
wait and see.
I'll take more affordable shit.
We need it for us, for the people that live here in this state,
I'd like a more affordable house that my son can walk to the store at without dying.
Yeah. Instead of having a house that's $150,000 and it's really just a cardboard box with some cutout windows.
Dude, some of the fucking things I was like, I was insulted that they were even selling him for that much.
Yeah. You're like, wait a minute, what is this?
Like somebody's definitely squatting in there and you have the audacity to sell it for $100,000 or more. Like,
yeah.
No, you should be selling that for fucking $20.
$20.
You should be selling it for the grass.
The grass?
Yeah.
That's the grass, yeah.
Yeah, like here is the square of space.
1 square inch is your property. That's
real.
it. And that's all you get, $150,000. It's a good price. I think you should buy it. You could definitely house some bugs there, maybe some ants.
Yeah.
Little
lettuce, maybe.
Little lettuce. Yeah, I just think that with the affordability just being quite shit, to be honest with you. I mean, look at California. The houses over there are priced so out of control.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have a house that would probably go for $200,000 here, and it's probably priced like $700,000-800,000 over there.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And it's crap.
Why is that possible?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, they have these fires that are happening throughout Los Angeles. Who wants to live in a place where you may or may not wake up the next day or come home to either a house or burn down nothing? That's what I'm wondering.
We're slowly, I don't know, we're running out of spaces, though, where there isn't some kind of shitty-ass natural disaster waiting to fucking happen.
Yeah.
We're running out of spots.
New York State has all kinds of fun shit,
Well, we're working on whipping up some tornadoes or some shit.
Some tornadoes?
Tornadoes.
There's a Manhattan lawyer in obviously New York State that his wife was caught cheating on him with, this answer. What do you think the answer is?
Cheating on him with the pool boy?
With a minor.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. And not the coal miner. No, I'm talking about a minor. Of course. Because why wouldn't you sleep with a 17-year-old boy, I know. Everybody's like,
a minor.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, 17 in New York State, but it's they can consent.
What'd she look like? Was she hot?
Yeah. It's always, I wish we had teachers like that back in the day when I was in school. It's like, here we go again, double-edged sword, double standards. And all these weird guys, they're like, oh, it's not wrong. Okay, but put the fucking shoe on the other foot and tell me how that's not. You know what I mean? Like, if it was a 17-year-old girl with a 35-year-old woman, or, you know what I mean? Like a 35-year-old man or whatever, nobody would look at that and go, yeah, that's fine. They'd look at that like, oh, that's fucked. Well, it should be no different.
Yep.
And then, you got this husband of hers who's a Manhattan lawyer, and he's, standing by her. It's like that song, Stand By Me. Stand by me. Stand by me. He's doing that. He's singing the song throughout the whole court, the whole trial. He's doing all of that. What a cuck. What cuck says, yeah, my wife had sex with a 17-year-old boy, cheated on me behind my back, but I'm going to stay with her. What? What is wrong with you? My only option here would be get the fuck out of the house.
Do they have kids?
Good question. I don't think they do.
Okay, because then I was going to say, unless it's one of those fake saving face until the trial's done and then I'm divorcing you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's no reason. If there's no children and in the mix, then there's no reason to stand by any.
Why would you stand by anybody that sat there and not only made the cognitive decision to cheat on you, but then made the cognitive decision to, prey on a fucking minor? Yeah, exactly. It's nuts. Justin says, do you guys inspect your turds post dumps? Well, this is quite the question, and we're going to have to give you quite the answer. I had an argument with a homie who claims he never looks. I always do, LOL. I feel like it's a wellness check. I have to know.
Definitely a wellness check.
Well, I can tell you right now, if you are to go to...
Definitely a wellness check.
If you're going to go for a job that requires these weird questions that you might find weird anyways, but like a questionnaire of like, it's like a psych eval. I know law enforcement does this and all that stuff. And one of the questions would probably ask you something along the lines of, do you check your, after you use the bathroom, the toilet? And if you put no, I think that's like, okay, this guy's a fucking weirdo or whatever, and it's time for you to get the fuck out of here because there's something mentally wrong with you. Why wouldn't you want to check it? That's kind of what their mindset is.
I even check the color of my pee. I always look.
You have to wonder about it.
You clean yourself up for whatever the situation is. You stand up and you get a good glance as you're flushing.
A good glance?
So, yeah, you got to get a good glance in there because you need to know if, like, oh, my pee's a little dark. I need to drink a little bit fucking more water.
Yeah.
Or what's that color? That's not supposed to be there. Like, you definitely want to know if you're internally bleeding.
Yeah, you would want to know what's happening to your body.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
They should make a show. After it's all said and done, where they have a show called Let's Have a Glance with Just Dance Vance. And this is how he looked during the show. And every time he would tour the United States of America. This is after he retires from being in the politics.
It's fucking...
He will tour the United States of America. He will go to every bathroom possible. He'll even go to Burned Dairy. And he will do exactly just that. He'll destroy the toilet like that old lady did yesterday, and he will have a glance, and then we'll get results. He'll give us measurements. He'll give us the color, the smell.
Yeah, but the problem is then he'll get misinformation from his buddy who's going to tell him that, it's okay for his shit to, it's normal.
Just Dance Vance. You gotta be careful with what toilet you're using. Do they have a bidet? Because if you use toilet paper, you might get the tism that way. Little did you know they rub Tylenol all over the paper.
Breaking news. Toilet paper gives you autism.
Yeah, could you imagine? Then you'd have a whole bunch of people that believe in, hey,
anybody who right now won't use Tylenol because of the information they've been given from a man whose throat can't be cleared. Yeah. I don't want to know you. Well, I don't want to be your friend, and you deserve to be uncomfortable.
It's like every other study out there.
Jesus Christ.
I'm always skeptic.
Everything's giving you cancer.
Everything. The food.
Do you want to be comfortable until you get it?
No.
That's what my point is.
No, you don't want it, but just at the same time, it's like, it's like when Mountain Dew had brominated vegetable oil, which was a fire retardant. Eventually, PepsiCo decided to take it out back in 2014. But the point I'm trying to drive home is that when you look at some of the ingredients that we're in consuming, like I would agree with them on that yeah, we have a lot of shit in our food that we don't need.
But there's something obviously mentally wrong with the guy portraying the message. And it's kind of hard to take seriously when you have a guy tell you, Cheryl.
I don't believe shit that comes out of him.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Like... Ricola.
Yeah, remember those commercials? Annalisa's M-Balm. Hi, Andrea, too.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah. I can't.
I don't know. It's kind of nuts. I did touch upon this last week, and I know that there's a lot of shit going on, and we've, with the show and all that, we like to have fun, but there's a lot of shit that's just going on that's just kind of, some weeks right themselves out. You know what I mean?
Oh my God,
they're so easy to just kind of go off of the stuff that happened to like crack jokes, have a couple laughs. But like lately it's kind of like getting a little fucking dark. Yeah. It's like before like I said, we're now entering from South Park episodes to a little bit of like that actually TikTok, if you want to go to that, because it's the most depressing app I've ever opened up. Every time I open up TikTok, it's some like the little songs they play, like, ooh, that fucking hum, and then you got a fucking picture of like a guy, in one picture he's with his girlfriend, and then the next it's a fucking urn. Oh, 1 minute he's here and tomorrow he's gone. And I'm like, it's the first fucking video I open. It's like people. How many people are waking up out of a nice, beautiful sleep, opening up their phone because they love TikTok so much, and then all of a sudden you start your fucking day off with a nice, depressing video. Like, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Well, now that's the world we're living in.
Oh yeah.
We have guys sitting at universities on a chair getting shot in the neck. You got a woman who just got shot 4 times, not 3 times like people were saying. 4 times in the face, the arm, and the chest. And that's not even the worst fucking part of it. It's terrible. And I hate to have to say this. That isn't even the worst fucking part of it. The worst part of it is that our society is actually actively making jokes about these people's murder. That happened not only, it's like back in the day before cameras, people would be like, oh, here's a death that happened. Somebody got shot. And you'd be like, okay, that sucks. But we're literally watching it on our fucking phones. People's families are watching this in person and on their phones. And people are on social media making jokes about it. Like, it's a fucking good old-fashioned time. Like, if it was your family member, would you sit there and think, ha, 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 that's so funny? No, it's fucked.
Or I've seen a bunch of analyzing, well, if they, they must not care, or, you know what I mean? Like, if they care, they wouldn't have put themselves in danger, or this or that. And it's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, and then, of course, you got everyone that likes to be party-specific and like, oh, it's the other side, and, it's like, whatever, dude. It's Here's the facts, though. There was a human being that lost their life, right? And everybody wants to sit there and make goddamn jokes. And, it's fucking sad. It's the same shit that, it just proves day in and day out that we're really collapsing as human beings. It's just humanity, and I don't know if it's solely internet. I don't know if it's just.
So, well, I mean, a lot of it though, and if you pick through it, it seems like it's like spam bots and
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like 80% is that, and then you have 20% of people who don't pay attention to that, and they're just like, yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus.
Everybody
fucking holy shit.
Piggybacking off of somebody's comment. Rebecca says, hi, the M-Bombers. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello.
It's pretty messed up. Justin says, we are all desensitized to everything. The interwebs has fucked a whole generation. And that's just it. Like,
because it's easy to talk shit. You can very easily put in your 2 cents online.
Yeah, you have to have like a fucking picture of an anime hentai character or whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and
or
then
a
you're
dog.
like, oh, they should have been doing this.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, real big coming from you not being there in that situation in that moment to really fucking know what was going on.
It's really astounding that, people that claim to be all about love, whether it be left or right, because the left are all, love, 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 and being tolerant and all that. And then you got the right hand where, Jesus spreads love and all that. But both sides are spewing the same hateful things. And I'm just like, do you not listen to what you fucking say that you are about, and then all this shit you're saying online is completely the opposite? And I'm just like, again, this is where I'm like, I can't get with either one. Mm-hmm. Like, I understand politically, like, ideas, okay? Like, certain ideas and,
plucked from a side or the other.
Yeah. But it's more than just that now. It has gotten to a point where it has nothing to do with political agendas or anything like that. It has everything to do with how one side is wrong and we're right, and then this side's like, no, we're right and you're wrong. And then
it's you only get empathy if you're on our side.
Yeah, and it's fucking like religion. Isn't it kind of weird? I mean, look at Christianity. Look how many denominations are in Christianity today. Like, you got Protestants, you got the Episcopalians, you got Catholics. I
can't even keep track, and I can't tell the difference between them all.
Right, but
unless it's in a super extreme. You know what I mean?
But the funny thing is like they all believe in like the same God and all this stuff. Yet they can't agree on anything, and they just like to kill each other in wars over the years, or now
that's a spatial.
Yeah.
Who has the right for the space and
and it's kind of getting that way now. And you got all these neckbeards that live in mommy's basement at the age of 40 going, I want a Civil War. I'm 380 pounds and I drink Mountain Dew every second of the day and I play Call of Duty. And I know I know I could get out there with a fucking rifle and do some damage in the Civil War. And it's like, no, you won't.
All bitches are the same.
You won't. You'll do nothing. What you will do, you won't even make it up the stairs from the basement. You'll probably make it up to fucking step 5, fall backwards because you're having a heart attack, and you'll die on your fucking floor.
I definitely cannot physically fight right now. Everybody gotta give me some time. I gotta get back in shape. Let's hold off on any civil wars for a few years. I got a bad ankle.
Okay, so here's Rebecca is gonna comment on this. She says, "Guess how I found out about Tim dying? Someone recorded the accident. I'm so heartbroken. Have some damn respect for people's family, asshats. That was my best friend." And that's what I'm talking about. She was directly affected by, again, a video that a loved one had to see.
Oh, and people got to get out of the comments and put in their 2 cents on seatbelts. You're like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That's
How do
the
you
least
know?
of anyone's
You
worry
have-
at this point.
Who the fuck? What do you fucking know?
Right. It's just what I'm saying. Like, all these keyboard warriors,
Well, it's unnecessary. What is the point of doing? What was the point of saying that?
Right. You're not adding anything.
No.
So, everybody has to chime in with their comments on Facebook or X or whatever. And it's like, all this shit. I mean, I know Kayla and the Nordquist family are going through their stuff, and she was on here last week talking about all the stuff that happens on Sam's group on Facebook, and all these people like to fucking sit there. Oh, you're just doing it for the money. Okay, yeah, totally. Yeah, that makes complete fucking coherent sense. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. It just infuriates you. It's like, what the fuck? Carly says things have gotten so extreme on both sides. Yeah, it has, and it's unfortunate. And that's why I'm just like, dude, we are never going to get anything done unless we can finally just shut the fuck up, come to a middle ground, and actually work together. But nobody wants to do that, because then you would be sacrificing your party and your alignment with the said side, and my ideals aren't as true as I thought they were, and that goes for either side. And it's like, who cares about that stuff? Nothing's working. Everyone's struggling. People are dying. Everyone's making jokes about it. Humanity's falling apart, and social media is getting worse. All the while, we can't even afford a fucking goddamn house or eggs. Yet everybody, we have homeless people dying on the street, freezing to death in the winter. But we have billions to give overseas to fucking countries that have nothing to do with us. Love that. Again, that's a political fucking thing. But,
or just in general, anybody within this country who has excessive amounts of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to get a slap on the hand for tax evasion.
Yeah.
There should be a bigger penalty.
Agreed.
Because they aren't learning lessons. They're like, oh, hey, God. But if they survive in the end and still make out like a fucking bandit, then that's what they're going to fucking do.
Oh, yeah.
None of this shit is falling on anybody's shoulders who's in the top 1%.
Justin says tribal mentality is real. Yeah, tribalism is completely real. And, over the course of the thousands of years that Earth has existed, I think we can all attest to this. All the history we've learned, there's always been some type of tribalism.
It happens in everything.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of I watch Traitors. Okay, and so the new season just started, and Dylan and I watch it, and I was noting that this season, it's just like being in fucking high school. Like, people are picking things based off of like who they're getting along with more than any actual facts as to whether or not, you know what I mean? Like, two people can do the same thing, but because you like the one and you don't like the other, you're noticing the one that you don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I it's crazy, but I feel like that's just how society is.
Yeah,
in general.
It is. And like all the movies that we've watched as kids growing up and all that stuff, it's like I always pinpoint little hints out of these movies today, and I'm like, I wonder what's going to come of this.
Lord of the Rings.
Right, like think about it.
Not Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, yeah, remember
That's
that?
what I meant. Yeah.
Remember that book in 10th grade, high school, 2006, and then that's 20 years ago.
They did a movie version of it with Balthazar Getty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I watched this. So YouTube used to be fun back when it first started and I told my wife this. I go, because she's like, talking about how somebody had mentioned to her like my video editing skills and all that, and where I learned it. She's like, yeah, I never went to college for anything like that, and it's true, I never did. I just learned it, and I started back in like 2004 when I started getting into like editing video and photo and all that shit, and you know, and the realistic side of it is like when YouTube started in 2005, it was basically just a bunch of people putting a whole bunch of shit that they recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, world, look at me. I'm fucking doing some weird this, that, you know, like everybody thought that
Home
TikTok.
videos in the backyard. It was basically like America's Funniest Home Video.
Yeah.
But it didn't have to be funny. It could be whatever the fuck you wanted.
Exactly. You could be yourself and you don't have to worry about algorithms and all that shit. And you could just upload this shit and have fun. And I was like, you know, back then when it started, there was no, what do you call it, where you could learn. You know, there was no, none of that stuff. No. Like, you could go on. How do you do this?
There's no
tutorial videos.
Yeah.
No tutorial videos. No tutorial channels. That didn't exist. You had to learn by yourself, and that's kind of how I did it. But you know, it's like today, everything's so different. It's polarized in how everybody learns, and it's crazy. Rebecca says, just so everyone knows, Tim had his seatbelt on. They had 2 safety recalls on his seatbelt. What caused the accident was an asshat making a bad choice, going 82 in a 40 mile per hour zone. She says 8 witnesses said it wasn't Tim's fault at all, and now it's in Monroe County District Attorney's hands, and now I have a long wait for justice for Tim. Little did I know, while I'm fighting for justice for Sam, I would now be fighting for justice for Tim. We really need to come together and be kind in an unkind world. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see all this shit, all this travesty just unfolding in front of us. And nobody really has like that sense of empathy anymore.
I was going to say so what usually when like somebody's like this horrible thing happened, I mean, the assumption would be that you would show empathy at the least. And then if on top of it you in some way can help, then you help.
Yeah.
But that's not, people get on and then they're like, this is where you went wrong. Yeah. This is what you should have done. Yeah. This is why you're wrong and I'm right. This is why this and that. And you're like, yeah. None of that is necessary. Like she said, first of all, it's all assumption. You know what I mean? Like, what do you know? Just everybody all of a sudden is a forensic you know what I mean? Like they're all of a sudden they're forensic experts and all this other shit. Yeah. And you weren't there and you don't know, and shut your mouth. Show some empathy, and if you can help in some kind of way, if that's the only way you can help, then that's fine. But yeah, it's not helpful to get on and make fucking shitty comments. No, it's terrible. Like, I know that we make some dark humor jokes about, like, things that, you know, are tragic. And it's like a coping mechanism. We're not doing it in a way that's, like, straight up attacking the person or the family or anything like that, you know? Yeah. But these people aren't doing it in a way that's tasteful, and they're not doing it as a coping mechanism. They're just doing it out of, like, fucking pure intent to hurt feelings. Seriously, because there's no other reason to stop in your scrolling process to go out of your way to point out any, you know what I mean, like anything other than how horrible for the family. Yeah. You know what I mean, like how tragic. You know, fucking none. That's about it. Yeah. That's about it.
You know, back in the day when I used to go to houses to do sales with clients and all that stuff, you'd get the elderly clients, you know, and every so often you'd get one that wouldn't answer the door, and it was very unlike them. So you'd make the dark humor joke of, well, they must be dead in the recliner, and you'd walk back to your truck and continue your day. It's not as witty as that. Now it's just like, this person got shot, and that's funny. Like, that's just stupid.
That's because if they weren't driving, that's their fault. They chose to drive down that road.
Yeah. Or they opened their mouth, or they did this. So it's like, okay. Yeah, so you're just justifying shit that really shouldn't be justified.
Well, and then, and the extra layer for me is if the problem should be that the government is not following its own laws, there should be no reason to discuss the victim's choice to drive down any roads or temporarily stop in a situation because, you know, if we expect the police officer to lose their job for not following the rules, so should other agents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it pisses me off when somebody's all like, oh, well, you know, she put herself in that situation. How about we talk about the fact that it's scary to think that there's somebody being issued weapons that doesn't follow any law at all.
Well, it's funny because
that should be that should be what your post should be about. You should be like, holy shit, I can't believe nobody's going to be held accountable. We're screwed. That should be the only post being made. It shouldn't matter why somebody was on a street or blah 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 blah.
It's funny because like all you got to do is think back to like 10 years ago, and we used to have like standards in order to like get some people into a law enforcement position.
Oh yeah.
I know. I used to try to go for this and all that stuff until one day I just decided it's just not worth it. I want to have a family.
I know somebody who couldn't get into the military
in military is the same thing. You know,
for mental reasons.
And so, you know, it's like with this whole thing, from what I'm understanding, there's a very low threshold of standards that they're asking for.
Not only that, but the training process is not even a year.
Yeah.
It's like 6 months or 8 months.
But people that are cutting hair have a long fucking process to go through. Longer than that.
Doctors have to go to fucking school for like 8 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. That's why they have a doctorate degree. You know? I would hope so anyways, right? Your life kind of depends on it. Some other people need...
I feel like FBI and CIA and all them, they have to do certain amount of years and going through hoops and lengths. So why is somebody getting more privilege than them on less training? That's what I think everybody's hang up should be.
Oh yeah.
Rather than who's killing what and where and when.
They just wake up one day and go, "Yep, it's time to kill." It's kind of nuts. I don't know if that's really true, but what is true though is that we should at least have a better grasp on who we're hiring for these positions. Rebecca says, "I will say this: there are some people who made assumptions regarding the accident, and they were wrong." But their comments hurt me while I'm grieving the loss. I will say this. I haven't had to make food in 3 weeks, and people I didn't even know have supported me. I'm a big advocate for Sam and his family, and now I know what they are going through when people assume and don't know and just talk out of their ass. And you're right. And that's the thing. Like, you got a bunch of internet bullies that think they're funny and they you know, oh, this comment will be fucking funny. Let's just post this so that way I can get all these likes. And it's like, dude, you're hurting people in real life. This isn't a goddamn video game. You're not playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and shooting NPCs. You're literally pulling the trigger with words, hurting people that are grieving a family or friend or whatever. And you are doing damage that is more traumatizing to the trauma they have already endured in the process. It's fucking crazy. And people just don't seem to give a shit. They think, oh, this is just no big deal. It's social media. Because everybody and their brother looks at it as like, oh, it's just words on a screen. But behind those words, behind the screen, there's a real fucking person that you're talking to.
Oh, because they don't have to, they don't have the consequence of dealing with it being in their face.
Exactly.
Online, in person.
You go out in a fucking restaurant and people are almost as sweet as pie. I don't really see any much... You know, like if social media was exactly how it portrayed itself to be in real life, I think the world would be, I think this country would be civil war.
There'd be a lot more arguing.
It would be crazy.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think, again, social media has made it very easy for people to just talk shit, and they won't do this shit in person. They just won't do it.
I mean, right down to, I think we both have people that we know that have no problem saying stuff.
Yep.
Out of our company, but sure as fuck wouldn't say it within.
Yeah.
So
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah. It's fun times.
Had somebody stand in my home, get upset, never said a word, walked out and talked a whole bunch of shit the week after, and then that was the end. Never once to say anything to our face about it. And I love that. I love it.
It's fucking fantastic.
It's great. It just shows you the moral of their character.
It's especially cool when, you know, like the blocking happens before you can defend yourself.
Oh,
that's cute too.
Yeah.
That's super
cute. It's fucking adorable.
It's super cute.
Yeah, very cute, you know. You know what else is cute? Friend of the show, Gypsy Rose, killing her mother. Not technically her, but it was really her boyfriend that she kind of strung along, got him to do this thing. and, killed her mother, and then she served some time. This all happened back in 2015. Well, 5 years later, because, Rochester's filled with a whole bunch of wonderful characters, moral people that are upstanding citizens.
Of course.
And now, because just like Canandaigua has Dollar Store Manson family, well, Greece, New York has Dollar Store Gypsy. It's never going to go away.
Oh, so you think she's going to do it again?
I don't know what she's going to do, but I can guarantee this isn't the last time we hear about Dollar Store Gypsy Rose.
Her life of crime is not over with?
Nope. I mean, look at Kyle Sage. Look at Patrick Goodwin. Look at all those people that were involved in Sam's case. They all had criminal history. They had all, I know the one there, specifically Patrick Goodwin, what was he doing walking around after he did some inappropriate things with a relative who was, 9 years old? Some shit like that. Why are we letting that out? And now you got a murderer out here. It's not going to go away. Look at the guy who committed the Christmas Eve massacre in the town of Webster. Billy Spangler killed his grandmother with a hammer in 1980, got put away, got released in, I think, 98 or some shit. And then in 2012, what's he going to do? He kills his sister in the house, sets 7 houses on fire, and kills 2 firefighters, one being a lieutenant of the police department. Fuck.
It'd be different.
I don't know what the survival mode here. I don't know the thing of it, but I just don't think that her life is going to be turned around. I don't think she's going to live a normal life.
Oh, yeah.
Gypsy Rose most definitely isn't going to live a normal life.
No.
Well, I know her
therapy is needed, and
her circumstances are a little different. We know what happened with Gypsy. I mean, there's a whole show called The Act. You can watch it. I'm sure it's still on Hulu. Not a sponsor, but you can go watch it and see kind of the gist of what happened. Mm-hmm. God knows how bad it really was. But the whole point of it is just, why are we letting people out so willy-nilly? Mm-hmm. And, and then we shut down prisons. And I'm not saying the prisons are perfect. I mean, look, we already know that there's a shit ton of bullshit going on in the prisons, whether it be on the guard side, on the prisoner side. It's all fucked. Mm-hmm. And nobody wants to actually put some help into it and figure it out. But the only thing that they want to do in this state is shut down prisons, which I think that's just not the answer.
Oh, there's no place to put, you got to put them somewhere, though.
Some of these PDF files, I know exactly where you should put those.
For real. But what they'll do is they'll be like, they're low offending, and
it just never gets done. Nothing gets done.
Then they end up over at that fucking complex.
Which complex is that?
The one that Sam's incident.
Oh, that complex.
You know what I mean? That's what the kind of shit they do is.
Remember that guy that called in and he admitted that, because people were on the chat were like, hey, this guy's he's a sex offender. Yeah. And we asked him and he said, yeah, he was. I wonder if he's still there. I wonder if he still lives there today.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I pass by that fucking place. Still, at least once a week. And you can tell people are living in that apartment, a hotel room, whatever the fuck you want to call it, motel, whatever. To me, it's fucking sad. Somebody lost their life tragically in a very fucked up way, and there's somebody living in that space now. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, what? You can't tell me that people that live in this area don't know what happened in there. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
A lot of this isn't. I mean, this happened. It's national. Like, this happened over across state lines. Like, it's not just like, oh well, it's local town news and nobody knew about it. No, a lot of people know about this. And to sit there and want to live in a space like that, you got to have a fucking mental issue, and you got to be okay with some morbid shit.
Probably.
It's crazy. The craziest part, though, is the fact that it's still up and running.
Yeah.
And then they got all these diehards on there. Oh, it helps people get back on their feet, blah, 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 blah. Does it? Because somebody got carried out in a fucking body bag.
Yeah.
And I don't think...
they're not vetting it enough.
No, they don't vet anything. As long as the people that own that goddamn place gets their money, they don't give a shit.
Right.
They don't care that there's people in there with kids, children, living literally
doors away from people that shouldn't be near children.
Exactly. While there's all kinds of drug abuse going on and all that other shit. They don't care about that. They probably don't. They don't lose sleep about what happened to Sam either, and that's another fucked up part. Like they know this happened at their fucking establishment, and they just don't care. And to see it open, I'm just like, why? How many more places are like that in this? Not only in this area, but in the country.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere, but nobody wants to do anything about it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. It's a sad world. I just, with all the stuff going on, I just don't get it. But I passed by that place, and I'm just thinking to myself, man, here we are about a year later, and it's just like, yep, life goes on at this place.
Yep.
Here's another fucking tenant. It's like a rotational fucking door. It's like, that place should be demolished.
Yeah.
Like when Sandy Hook had the thing happen there, they demolished the whole school. I don't know why they did. I don't know why they don't do that with any school that gets a school shooting like that.
Yeah, yeah. Or murders in general.
Could you imagine, like, Columbine? Could you imagine walking the halls in that school? Like, being a student.
Yeah, especially during the time period.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, if you were a freshman or something like that and you still had, like, 3 more years to, like,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to go there.
I know.
If I had been there for that shit.
I know that at one point they had reformatted the library as, like, I don't know, something, so maybe like a memorial or something. They don't use that as a library anymore in that school, but still, it's like all the things that happened in that school during that time. And even now, just imagining, like, even the cafeteria where all those footage was taken of, like, you know what happened in that school. Even if you're, like, a freshman this year, you know what happened. It's such a huge historical moment that happened in 99, you know, and to know that you're walking the halls of people's last moments, that was what they experienced in their last moments was the space you're taking.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. The world we live in is just so nuts. And you know, if you really want to make a difference, you go into a grocery store and you have your biometric data taken, so that way you can make somebody some money, so that way they can afford some eggs. That's the way to do it. That's how you make a difference. You know, that's just how it's done. But you know, with all these stories, though, I just always think to myself, when are we going to finally wake up and go, yeah, we need to have a little bit more empathy? Does it happen in our lifetime? I don't know. Does it get worse? I'll tell you what, it's getting worse right now with the football game. It's getting worse. I'm looking at the score right now. What do you think it is? Who do you think's winning?
It's getting worse.
It's right now.
That means the shitheads are winning.
It's right now 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
No.
Bills versus Denver Broncos. We're gonna end on this note. What do you think?
I can't remember what you said it was last time.
It was 10 and 20. 20 was Denver Broncos. 10 was Bills.
So it's like 10 and 30.
No. Nope. It's 23 into 27. Who do you think?
Is it the Broncos still in the lead, or is Buffalo finally getting their ass off of the fucking... lifting their ass off the dirt?
They got 2 minutes left. The Bills are ahead, 27-23. Who do you think wins?
I don't know, because if the Bills made it this far, usually if they're going to... No. I don't want to curse it.
You don't want to curse it?
They have a tendency to come back in the second half but not hit it, and they've hit it. So now can they... keep fucking the Broncos from scoring?
All they got to do is do a touchdown, and they win the game. They have the ball right now. 1 minute and 8 seconds left.
I wonder if there's a lot of hooting and hollering going on.
Oh, dude, the timer is going down as I'm watching this in real time. It's down to 1 minute and 1 second left in the fourth. Broncos have the ball.
Oh no, that's not good.
It's not. It's a close game. It's a close game. They could win the game. They could win the game, and the Bills are yet again out.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
This might happen as before we sign off. I don't know. What do you?
Is it counting down, or are they at a stopped moment again?
Now it's a stop moment. They're at 1st and 10. And with 1 minute and 1 second left in the fourth quarter here, it's going to be, I don't know. The stats are Bills. They won 12 games, lost five games of the season. Denver Broncos are 14-3. So they have 2 more wins over the Bills, but this is huge.
And where are they?
What's that? They're in Denver. Not a good start to the game to be in Denver.
Altitude. You got to play in that altitude.
I know. A lot of people are probably like, well, why are you talking about it? Well, it's a huge thing because the Bills never won a Super Bowl. They lost, 4 in a row in the 90s, and they never went to a Super Bowl again after that. And then it took them another, oh, geez, here we go. They made a touchdown. It's over.
It happens every time.
It's over. 27-29 right now. 55 seconds left. I think Denver takes it. It's over.
Yeah.
I think it's done.
That's what happens.
Well, I'm not waiting for the end of the game.
They always fucking suck in the first half.
Yeah, it's over. That game's gotta be
Catch up
over.
in the second half and get your hopes up, and then at the last second, crush your dreams.
Crush your dreams, just like everybody else in this fucking world that we live in. Crush your fucking dreams.
When Dylan was...
He's going to bed. He's probably already going to bed.
He's going to be in bed before I get there. I'm going to get home to an empty living room.
Yep. It's...
Because he'll be fucking... He's probably already like, I'm gonna shut my fucking computer off. Like, he's already gone into pessimistic mode. I can tell you right now.
Yeah. Well,
the meltdown occurred the minute that fucking touchdown happened. I'm telling you.
If only I was a fly on the wall.
Telling you, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Like, because when I am mad, I cannot sleep.
No,
that is the last thing that is happening. Sleeping, eating, those two things are not occurring.
Yeah, you're not sleeping.
I'm just stewing and fuming in there. You know what I mean? And he is like, he has his moment, and then you see him shut everything down, and then he disappears, and somehow manages to. Like, I'm sure he has to, have a little cool down period.
You have to.
But by the time you go upstairs, and it don't matter if it's 6 p.m. or 11 p.m.
So 27-30 right now. The only thing I will say is if the Bills are smart, they'll just do the field goal, go into overtime, and call it a fucking day.
If they're smart.
But I saw the play the last time where they wanted to get a little greedy. They wanted to do the 2-point conversion. They fucking lost the game.
No. Not the Bills.
Yeah.
Not the Bills.
Made a good decision to do a two-pointer, and then they fucking lost because they didn't get it. Like, you struggled the whole game to get at least 1 or 2 touchdowns. You think you're going to get that one? You think you're going to get to the end zone for that? You're going to get into the fucking...
Come on. It's logical. I mean,
oh, yeah.
They're in an upward momentum now, so it's got to work, right?
Yeah. If only they just pushed a little harder, you know what I mean? But there's always next year, you know? There's always next year. That's what you get.
The Bills have been saying next year since I don't even know. Like I said, I was there I tried to explain. I was like, I watched my mother through all the Jim Kelly years, okay? You know what I mean? Everybody would get their hopes up every year. They would all get fucking stupid excited. And every year...
Not going to happen.
Just a bit outside, as they would say in Major League.
Yep. Well... It is what it is. I think that we already know the outcome of this game. It's counting down.
It'll be crazy if it's otherwise, but I'm pretty sure Dylan's going to bed.
He's going to bed, right? As we're speaking.
He's going to bed. He's like, fuck this. He's going
night, Dylan.
Yeah.
Night.
Good night, Dylan.
We know.
We're sorry.
We already know.
We're sorry. We wish that they would just get their shit together.
Yep.
Every time. I don't understand why it takes them so long to goddamn warm up. It doesn't make any sense. And the team's changed over the years, but it's why is it that we're 20 years-ish later and they always suck in the first half, bring it back in the second half, but not enough to win.
Yeah.
They do it every fucking time. What is going on? Are they passing over the same coaching book to the new coach, and that coach is like, well, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. I don't know what it is.
Choking harder than your grandmother did at Thanksgiving dinner on a turkey bone. I'm telling you right now, that's what's happening because 40 seconds left in the game, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Because they didn't do it. Because you're not their coach telling them to fucking do the field goal. Fucking assholes.
They're trying to move it down. They're trying to move it down the fucking field.
I'm sure they are. They're going to get it in range.
Yeah,
for the kicker to try to do it.
second and one down. Okay, they're trying. They're gonna try to recover this game.
Of course they are, but
The fact of the matter is, though, I think you've waited too long. You're this close to the fucking game.
yeah, they should have been playing like this in the first half and not let the fucking lead get so leaded.
That's the problem. When you had them from 10 to 20,
For real.
it's like, why would you let them get a 10-point advantage on you? You want to win or
you
what?
had to bust your ass to get up to there, and now you're exhausted to finish it.
Yeah. This is what happens, like that old lady in Burndare. I'm going to circle it back down to that. She was in there probably for a good long time.
Yeah,
Because I was standing there for a good long time waiting for this bathroom to open up. And she probably at one point thought, I either shit or get off the pot. Or I take the risk and maybe I shit the Depends I have in my pants.
She shit on the pot.
Yeah, she shit on the pot.
In the pot, on the pot.
On everything.
Around the pot.
I'm like, yep, this is what happens. So this is what's happening with the Bills. They're that old lady in the burned dairy bathroom.
They're bombing.
They're bombing. And it's not going to be good. Oh, wow, they're making... Oh, nope, that was a missed one. It was an incomplete pass. They're not winning this. There's no fucking way. Josh Allen is just... That turkey bone's lodged in the throat, and I just don't see this happening.
He's hacking, and nobody's giving the Heimlich maneuver right.
It's like...
They haven't swept the throat.
Nope.
It's fucking... Grandma's dying.
Grandma's dying. The dog's even choking on a bone. It's a bad time here for the Bills. It's not going well. I think we already knew this was coming. It's
and all
sad.
it took was one CPR class.
One CPR class.
God damn it, Bills.
But we're gonna let you figure out who wins. We're not gonna tell you because that's not our job. But you know what you can do. Our job is this: go to the TME 2026 hoodie on the mbalmeffect.com.
Yeah.
$34.99 up, available now on the mbalmeffect.com. You can get all that gear there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Definitely.
Then go to your YouTube channel. You know, the M-Balm Effect YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button.
Hit it.
Smash it harder
Smash
than
it.
you've ever smashed
Just
in your
smash it.
past.
Smash it.
Yeah, smash it.
Smash it.
Smash it.
Smash it like a hair coif.
A hair quaff. That's a new word, quaff. Like that quaff.
Little
Little quaff.
Smash that coif.
What's a quaff? What's the definition of a quaff?
I don't know. To me, a coif is like whoop, like a little coif of hair.
Quaff.
You know?
Type it up real quick. Because I got to know. Like, what's quaff? Quaff meaning. Quaffed hair. Quaff. Let's see. Oh, it's a drink. Something, especially on an alcoholic drink, heartily. He quaffed pint after pint of good Berkshire ale.
There's got to be. Yeah, but I've heard coif, though. I've heard it used for hair.
Dog of the hair.
So
Hair
I
of the
feel
dog.
like it's like when it's like,
Yeah.
maybe it's because it's like a good, like a drink is like a stiff drink.
Stiff. Yeah.
I think a coif is
It's
probably
coif.
like a stiff coif of hair.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. It's no biggie. It's just a quaff.
Yeah.
A drink
Quaff
and a
it up.
quaff. Quaff it up. Well, quaff up the bone. We'll see who wins.
Yep.
We'll be back live next weekend. And hopefully this week we have some funnies because I'm tired of talking about this dark shit.
Yeah.
It's just, we don't like to be sad here. We like to be, we like to talk about things that are a little bit sad, but at least have a little light to it, right?
Yeah, a little
You know?
bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb it a little bit.
Yeah.
Little potpourri of
Poopery. Go check that out, why don't
Yeah.
you? Not sponsored, but go check it
little
out.
shit.
Yeah. And we will see you live next weekend. Have a great rest of your week. This is the M-Balm Effect. Bye.
Well, there goes the neighborhood. It's a good thing no one got seriously hurt.
Oh my god!
Whoops, spoke too soon. Don't get too wrecked. See you on the next one.
The M-Balm Effect.